Hey everybody, Terrible Shoes back at it again with another clip for you today. For today's clip, we're going to be checking out somebody who very clearly faked a pack opening for clout and for clip farming. And to see this kind of thing happening in the Pokemon community, that's not saying it hasn't happened before, but seeing it happen so often now, it's just a very sad thing. So let's take a look at the very short clip we're about to watch here. We're going to talk about it afterwards, and then let's hear what your opinion is in the comments down below. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and let's check it out.
Sword and Shield, treat us nicely today. If I get the Lugia, I will spit on a random chatter. All right, my gift to you. Do I close my eyes? Oh my god!
So the person that we have here in the clip is an ex-member of FaZe Clan. From what I've read online about her, I tried to do a little bit of research, but she was just so incredibly uninteresting. I lost interest about midway through. And seeing what I see here is really all I need to see. A faked pack saying that she's going to pull the Mega Chase, and then she pulls the Mega Chase. What a... Oh, Jesus, so sorry. What a shocker here. Every single time someone who is not really into a hobby like this, it shows. Pokemon is incredibly popular at the moment, like to the point where it's probably in one of its highest states of popularity ever. And yes, I understand that also can, that brings a lot of people that scalp, scam, we cover that a lot here, and who just simply don't know anything about the franchise but want to capitalize on how popular it currently is. We see this a lot. I've seen a lot of streamers recently who know nothing about Pokemon and have never cared about Pokemon cards all of a sudden be completely interested in opening them to get all of the chase cards. In other words, whatever the internet says is popular, because these people don't actually think for themselves and don't actually have a card they really like. They simply want the most valuable one so they could flash it around on camera and show how much money they spent to pull it, because that's oftentimes a big part with streamers like this, because they have a ton of money, so they constantly have to flash around how much money they spent on packs to pull their chase, when in reality they could have bought the chase itself, no matter how expensive, for a fraction of the amount of booster packs they opened to pull it. Once again, this is a big reason why I do not like people like this being part of the hobby, because years and years ago, I'm actually going to share a story about an older Pokemon YouTube content creator that I think completely destroyed the eco space for us back in the day. You may know him as Dirium's Pokemon. He doesn't really get views today anymore, but back during the X and Y era, this guy came into the market, flooded the market by opening thousands of packs per video of X and Y sets and Sun and Moon sets. This in turn caused him to sell singles incredibly cheap. This in turn also caused a lot of the bulk in this hobby to lose all of its value as well. This caused bigger hits to lose value. In fact, there's a reason that your X and Y cards, at least back then, were unbelievably worthless, because despite the fact that Pokemon was on a weird spot popularity wise, there was so much product out there because somebody who was an outsider to the hobby came in, chased all the big hits to sell them, and then had to sell all the excess supply to make up for all the money spent to chase those hits. And stuff like this completely, it's like a circle of life type thing. And the only difference is these people are coming into the hobby doing this kind of stuff now, but the prices aren't falling down. Singles, however, are pretty much at a stable level in my opinion, at least minus the super chases that these weirdos are all obsessed with. But yeah. So with this woman here, she basically faked a Silver Tempest pack opening. The placement of the reverse hollow is a dead giveaway, and also the fact that she barely reacted to the card being pulled until she realized, probably from a cue on her second monitor, that she was supposed to be excited about the Lugia, as if she even knows what a Lugia is. It's just really annoying to see these kinds of people come into the hobby, spend tons of money on scout product, therefore, because they don't care what they're paying for it. They don't care if you can't ever afford it again. They just want to be able to gape their mouth open and scream into a microphone, because that's what all of these people do for some reason. Scream into a microphone about the insane pull they got. Like, some of the fakest reactions I've ever seen come from these people, this clip of her included. So, what's my overall opinion and solution to this? There is no solution, unfortunately. These card games, trading card games, collectible card games, they are made for everybody. However, it is incredibly easy to identify people who are not native to these card games and don't actually like them. And I think this clip is a golden example of that. Somebody who only came into it because they were let go of from FaZe Clan because they weren't good enough to be in that, so they have to chase the money through something else. And for some reason, I'm gonna be real here, guys, a lot of people in the Pokemon community have this incredibly huge simping problem, in which the second that a woman comes on camera, they worship her. And it doesn't matter how shitty the thing she's doing is. It doesn't matter if she's a scammer. It doesn't matter if she's clearly faking the pack opening like in this. These losers will call you all kinds of names for simply observing what is happening. Obviously, this could be done by a man as well. It doesn't matter what the gender or whatever of the person is. This can happen to anyone. However, I notice a lot of the time in this hobby, women get a huge pass for doing stuff like this. They get a pass for aiming scammers on whatnot. They get a pass for faking actually being part of the hobby and enjoying it. And they get a pass for faking pack openings like you see here. Because I saw the Twitter video of this and there were a lot of you out there defending this woman. It is sad, guys, and I hate to tell you this. She doesn't care about you, and she never will. Listen, everyone has the right to open the cards they pay for. However, you just look dumb when you do shit like this. And that's really it. I'm going to cut the video here today. Let me know what your opinion is down below. She clearly faked the pack opening. I'm sorry. I can care less what you're going to say to try and convince me otherwise in the comments, but she faked it. Hit the like button on my video. Hit the subscribe button. It helps me out a ton. Thank you to all the new people that have been supporting the channel. And I'll see you all in the next video.